we'll go ahead and get started with Shane. You can go ahead.
Hey, PG, great game tonight. In the first half, there was a possession where I believe you went to back screen for Marcus and then immediately came around for a handoff with Zoo and got an open three.
Yep.
Do you think being involved as the initial screener in some sets is also what helps get good shooters open?
Yeah. I mean, when you think about it, some of the best screeners are elite three-point shooters because they know they set a good one, they're going to have to help, which is going to free them up.
Thanks. We'll go over to Mark.
Hey, PG, how you doing?
Good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you're aware tonight, but you tied your career high in assists with 12. It's your first time getting 12 assists since 2013. Can you kind of just elaborate on you as a playmaker and, like, how comfortable are you in that role? Because it seems like you're at a next level now.
It's a work in progress. I think it's just being comfortable with, the ball in my hands and, making plays and finding my teammates. Probably at a career high in turnovers too. So, I got to work on it. I got to be better. I got to take care of the ball a lot better. But for me, it's fun. It's fun. I play for my teammates. And so, it's not going to be perfect, but, I thrive on being on the floor and try to make my teammates better.
Thanks. Go over to Farbod.
Hey, PG. Zoo was saying tonight that this was how he should have been every night, him getting 12 boards. When you guys are seeing a game like this from him, are you telling him any words of motivation? Like, are you guys hyping him up at all, or do you just kind of let him roll?
Yeah, I mean, we got to keep, pumping Zoo. Zoo just doesn't know how dominant he can be. You forget how young he is and he's still a baby. But it's on us to continue to give him that positive reinforcement. Just tell him keep going. Especially in second units that he's playing against. Nobody, it's very rare you find bigs that are his size in the league today. And so I think that's one of the biggest advantages he has. So he's just got to own it. He's got to own being the biggest guy on that floor.
Thanks, Farbod. We'll go over to Miriam.
Hey, Paul. Congrats on the win and all the assists. Wanted to ask a Kobe question as well. And just sort of, obviously with you and with like basically everyone in the league, probably took something from Kobe, whether it's, his shoes or his mentality or his shots or his moves. But what for you, like what was maybe some of the favorite things, your favorite thing about him that you tried to borrow, like as a kid coming up?
Playing on both ends. That was one thing that stood out. I didn't want to just be good on one end. I didn't want to just be a guy that could shoot, a guy that could score. I wanted to be effective on both sides of the floor. And that was one thing Kobe taught me. People, know him for his big offensive game and, explosive scoring nights. But on any given night, when he was going offensively, he was guarding the best player on the other end as well. And as a kid, growing up watching that, that was the only way I wanted to play. I wanted to be able to, be an offensive threat, but I wanted to be able to shut down the other team's best player as well.
Cool, man. Thank you.
Thanks, Miriam. We'll go over to Andrew Greif.
Hey, Paul. A question about teammate Luke Kennard. He's talked and Ty has talked so many times about how much guys have been on him, you've been on him, Kawhi, et cetera, about really being aggressive with his game. And even though he's trying to fit in, really feel like he can take his shots too. I guess, how have you seen that process play out where he has seemed to be a little more comfortable over the last week, but I think he, by his own admission, feels like he can be better in that way.
Yeah, and, we're on him a lot, but we also are mindful that he really missed a lot of time last year, and he's coming into a new team. And so I get it. You know, I get it. I've been through that. I know how it is. So that's why I'm one of the culprits of like, hey, shoot your shots, be aggressive, play your game, because I know how that is when you're trying to come into a new team and you're trying to figure it out. And you don't want to shoot. You don't want to be ultra aggressive. You don't want to be, you know, just out there hunting shots. Like, you want to play within the system. But you know, a lot of times we need him to be aggressive. You know, I'm the guy on the floor that's trying to get everybody looks, try to get everybody shots, try to put the ball in everybody's hands. So he just got to go out there and just be aggressive, take his shots.
And you mentioned the physical, the layoff he spent. I mean, have you seen just a difference in him, the way he physically moves in the last month since he's been getting his feet back underneath him?
Who?
Luke. Have you seen just a difference in the way?
Yeah, no, he looks great. He looks great. I actually saw Luke before we got him training this summer. He was training with the guy I work out with, and he was working out right before me. And this is before we grabbed him. And I was just amazed. I didn't know, you know, this is my first time like really seeing him up close. And I was blown away with, you know, all the things that he can do on the floor. And, you know, it was just great that we actually, you know, went to trade for him. So I got to see a lot of his potential, and he's got a high ceiling. He can really play.
Thanks, PG.
Thanks, Andrew. We'll take a couple more we have time for. We'll go to Law Murray.
Hey, Paul. First of all, it's great to see you dunking every single game now. So it's good to see that from you. But I wanted to go back to the about the assists tonight. You found 8 of your teammates. Pretty much everybody that you shared the floor with tonight scored off of a decision that you made. What has it been like to? What does that feel like? And what have been the conversations you've had with Ty Lue when it comes to being comfortable leading this offense with another like-sized wing like Kawhi?
Well, T. Lewis has trusted me with the ball in my hands, and my job is to facilitate and take care of the ball, which I've been struggling to do, but it's a work in progress. But it's a fun challenge for me. You know, I look forward to the challenges going into the game on a nightly basis. It's fun figuring it out, figuring out how defenses are guarding plays, how defenses are guarding me. You know, it's been an ongoing studying process, and I really take these games and I watch film and I study, and I just try to see and nitpick what I can get out of plays, and it's been working. But it's fun. I love connecting the team. I love getting guys shots. You know, I think we've been one of the teams that have got some of the most wide open shots, wide open threes. And so, you know, it's contagious. One guy makes a play for another. You know, our whole team just plays that same style.
Has Ty been the first coach to encourage you to basically have fun being a creator for others like this?
Yeah, I always joke. I joke a lot saying I'm a natural point guard, but you know, he's allowed me to play the point in possessions, and I'm having fun doing it.
Thanks, Paul.
Paul. We'll take one last one from Justin Russo.
Hey, Paul, congrats on the victory tonight.
Sure.
I asked Zoo about the short roll passing that he and Serge Ibaka have been able to perform in this pick and roll based offense for you guys. What have you seen out of them as short roll passers so far this season, and how much have they improved?
They get more comfortable. They get more comfortable in that play. It's basically just, you know, allowing them to be playmakers. They put 2 on the ball on pick and rolls. We find them on the short roll, and it's in their hands to become the playmakers, and they've been doing an excellent job. Again, they're part of the reason we're getting so many open looks.
Thanks, Justin. Thanks, Paul. That's all we got for you tonight.
Thank you, guys.
Have a good evening.